Hello all, welcome to DE Academy. So the next phase of this learning is extraction in ETL. So we understood what is ETL and the parts of ETL like extract, transform and load. Now let's double click in each and every part of our ETL. So the initial stage of ETL, that is extracting the raw format of data from your source system, which might be RDBMS or NoSQL database, might be XML JSONs, coming through APIs, coming through CRMs or SaaS applications or any application events. When you are pulling or extracting that data and bringing it for your next phase, that is transformation, that layer is called as extraction in ETL. Now, the extracted data is not directly, transformed. What happens is you're going to store it in a staging layer, which you learned during your warehousing topic. So what happens here is you're going to pull the data from your source, and then in your database, it's going to be stored into a staging layer or a staging schema. Why do we do that? We don't want to lose the data if anything fails in the transformation layer. As in, we won't have to go back to source, or else we won't, you know, lose the extracted data. And that's why we are having a staging area in between. Data extraction is actually a very important part of ETL, and data extraction can be, named as data ingestion as well. Now, there are multiple ways you can ingest the data. If you want to talk in terms of AWS, you can use AWS Glue or you can use AWS DMS to extract data from RDBMSs. You can also use AWS Glue to extract data using APIs and all those things. So that are kind of data extraction tools. Again, Fivetran is the very good example, which is only used for extraction and loading as well. Apache NiFi is also a good example to extract Kafka events. Those are some examples of extraction. Now let's understand what are the types of extraction. See, like in the example of vending machine, will come there. We can have multiple extractions. So it can be full extraction, partial extraction without update notification, or partial extraction with update notifications. Let's first try to understand what is full extraction. In full extraction, let's say we have an employee database where we have all the employee related details from 1st January 2020 to 1st January 2024. Every time when AWS Glue job or AWS DMS, that is data migration tool, is going to extract the data from your source, is it going to extract everything that is from 1st January 2020 to 1st January 2024? Or is it only going to extract the new data? If it is extracting everything from the beginning, then it is called full extraction or full load. What does it mean? Every time an extraction is going to pull everything that is available into source. Now, when do we do it? So let's say if there was no timestamp column in your source, it can happen, it can happen a lot of times where we might not have timestamp columns. That time we cannot understand which are the new records which are coming in source, correct? That time we use full extraction. Now, the next is partial extraction or incremental extraction. That is what we call it. So what happens is, let's say an employee changes his location, like I gave an example from India to US, there will be an update notification. That is, maybe a location has changed, but apart from that, you will have a column which will tell that this record or this primary key or this employee's data has been changed into source system. That might be a column which might have updated column or updated data is equal to Y or N. Based on that, we can extract it partially, or else it can be extracted based on timestamp. Now, in partial extraction, you need to have a timestamp column. Without that, we cannot do partial or incremental extraction. Thank you.